It's another chilly one here, day before Thanksgiving. So, it's not a patch of blue sky in sight. No sun, no nothing, just clouds. It's raining all yesterday. I was talking about maintenance the other day, and I'm definitely feeling that today. So, we had out at the street, we have our water meter, and the water meter box was full of water. We got a huge bill, and so obviously there's a leak somewhere. So we called the county out. They take a look at it, and they say, "Oh, not our problem." Because if it's on their side of the meter, they have to fix it. If it's on our side of the meter, we have to fix it. So we called the plumber out. Finally got him out here, and he was out here yesterday, and he was saying that there is a leak, and it is definitely on our side, somewhere in our yard. So couldn't do anything yesterday because of the rain, and so he's back out here today and digging up the yard. So that's always fun. This is our, I think, third time getting our yard dug up because of plumbing lines. Just the heave, the seasonal heave in the ground. It just breaks pipes over time. So, we've been in this house for, I guess, 12 years now. Almost exactly 12 years, because we bought it in November of 11. And so maintenance. It's a real thing. The earth is working against us, but we do what we can. So someday, when I get my roof replaced and fix the gutters and everything, I will be installing water catchment off the roof. And that's not going to be for potable water, but it will be for all outdoor uses. Because I was thinking about getting a metal roof in order to make it usable for drinking water, but it's just the numbers don't make sense for the difference in cost and the relative reliability of city fed water. And we filter it and do all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's an ongoing battle. So it's a nice $1,000 bill I'll be getting today. But that's why we need our financial houses in order. And for some people, you see these stories in the popular press about how X number of Americans, 57% of Americans can't afford a $400 bill, a surprise bill, like a car repair or something. And that's true. I've seen all kinds of clients deal with all kinds of financial situations. So one in particular I remember was this married couple, and they both worked at the same company, and they both made a lot of money. So between the two of them, their wages were over $500,000. So you would think, these people are doing well. And if you ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad or any of other Kiyosaki's works, he talks about how the rich buy assets, the middle class buys liabilities, and the poor just spend on expenses. And that is 100% true. So these people who were by all accounts killing it in the income game, they just had giant amounts of liabilities that was eating up all their cash flow. So they had the houses, they had the trips, they had the cars and the memberships at the fancy clubs and all that kind of stuff. So that's all great. Enjoy your life for sure. But you have to work within the bounds of what you have going on. So they ended up having a surprise $5,000 bill for taxes one year, and they just said, "Oh, okay, I'll put it on payments." I was like, really? You got, you're making good money, and my hair is doing something crazy there. And most people, I don't know about most, but a lot of people would rather just get the IRS out of their hair sooner rather than later. But they didn't have $5,000 to pay towards this tax bill. And these were, they weren't engaged in active planning. They were just doing reactive tax prep at the end of the year, which was another problem. because if you're going into things through the end of the year, like right now, we're meeting with a lot of clients, and we're going over like, okay, doing year-end projections. Say what final adjustments can we do, and then the ending number is going to be whatever. So I was talking to one guy yesterday, and we were going through his business numbers and everything else, and I asked him if he has any other income this year that we don't know about, and no other W-2s or investment income or anything. And then he mentioned just kind of offhandedly that it's like, oh yeah, I've got some money in the bank in the high yield interest. And I was like, okay, well, how much are we talking about? It's like, oh, that's going to be $15,000 worth of interest. It's like, okay, well, that's great. These are things we got to know. So that affects all the calculations. And his business is exploding. So it's glad that that's working out for him. But so getting your financial house in order and having your different layers, your secure layer, your medium tier, and then your aggressive layer at the top. So I'm a big proponent of the barbell approach, where you have large secure layer, pretty small medium layer, and then large aggressive layer, relatively speaking. So I'm starting to call it the I-beam though, because I visualize these as like a stacked pyramid kind of thing. And so we have a wide base, narrow little part in the middle, and then wide top. But the top still needs to be smaller than the bottom. So yeah, that's critical. Having these things set in place so that we can weather the $1,000 plumbing bills that come by surprise. Now, the good thing about our county, I think this is fairly common, where if we have a leak, they give us kind of a waiver one time, and they told us to send them a copy of the bill that we end up paying for the plumber, and then that will, I guess, allow us to waive the large charge. And the water charge is $200, which for our water bill is high, but way less than so we could have gone 5 months at the same rate. But that's kind of silly, because we got to get these things fixed. So problems untreated tend to fester and get worse, and that's true in plumbing, it's true in health, it's true in money matters, it's true in your job, it's true in everything. So keep after it, I guess. And I've been outside a lot already, just dealing with the plumbing, so I'm going to call it here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do one of these tomorrow. I probably will. It's Thanksgiving, but I hope everybody has a good holiday, and eat plenty of meat, avoid the carbs, and we'll see you next time.